Hey, it's Clint with AmazingRibs.com. I'm here today at the 2017 Memphis in May World Barbecue Cooking Competition. Memphis in May brings together 136 teams, people from 6 different countries and about 26 states, all competing to be the best pork cook in the world. So I'm here at the 2017 Memphis in May World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest with the legendary Mike Mills. Mike, you and Pat Burke won your first of 2 titles here in 1990. Was that your first year competing at Memphis in May?
That was the first year that we competed. It was actually the 4th contest that we had been in.
Ever.
In 19... What it was, we started the contest in 1988 in Murfreesboro.
Okay.
So if we're going to run the contest, we need to find out what it's all about, so we formed our barbecue team. In late 1990, in late 1989, we went to Memphis, Alabama, the 3rd contest we event in, and won a grand championship.
Oh, wow.
So that gave us the right to come to Memphis in May 1990.
That's the way to do it. Show up and
Good year.
win it for the first time.
We were out to promote, find out, meet all the teams. That everybody at that point in time, basically all the teams were from the South.
Okay.
And whenever we started a contest up in our area there in Southern Illinois, that was the farthest north that there were any barbecue contests. Whenever, we were considered a bunch of Yankees. Now, actually, where we sit is we're actually south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh, okay. You're very close.
Yes, we're very close on that part of it. But they always call us a bunch of Yankees because in 1990, when we were fortunate enough to win the grand champion, the headline in the commercial appeal, the newspaper, said, "What's this world coming to when a bunch of Yankees beat you at your own game?"
Oh, wow.
In your own backyard. So it was cool.
A little bit of controversy.
Oh, we absolutely. And the camaraderie and that fun, that's all fun.
Yeah. And now it's the 40th anniversary of Memphis in May.
It's so hard to believe.
Yeah.
And I had met over a period of time, I had met all of the different teams that from the very beginning. I can't remember her last name, Betsy May something.
Yeah. The first winner.
And, up behind beside the
over by the Orpheum. Yeah.
Orpheum Theater and all of that. They had a big tent down here that next year that everybody was cooking under, and all that smoke, nobody thought they had a big surface tent, huge.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was under this tent.
And they smoked them out.
You couldn't. I've just seen pictures. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Wow. So what does this contest mean to you after seeing it evolve and grow over all of these years that you've been down here competing?
Well, it's one of the reasons I'm still here. The people that I've met over the years and the friendships that I've made has become a life with me.
Yeah.
And the Apple City barbecue team, Pat Burke and I dissolved that team in 1995.
Okay.
That was the last year.
And then you made a return a couple years ago.
And yes, came back 18 years later.
Wow.
Pat went on with another team and did very well, in barbecuing. And as I said, I didn't come back. I stayed active, judge, but I love it. I love the people.
Oh, sure.
It's like a homecoming to me to come down here and see the people.
Yeah, it's
There's
a family.
lot of new people here that have just started. I get a kick out of that part of it.
Yeah.
And
but it's like a family reunion every year.
Absolutely. Just like yourself. I don't remember now how many years ago that we met.
Oh, a long.
It's been a while.
been many years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
That's the type of friendship that you get.
Yeah.
So we may see each other, what, twice a year, maybe sometimes 3
Sure.
times a year. But you remember, it's just nice to have people from, I'm going to tell you, all over the world
Yeah.
that you met.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is.
And what are you cooking this year?
We're cooking whole hog.
Oh, wow.
Our ribs used to be the thing.
And didn't you do well in ribs last year?
Last year we cooked hog. We got 6th place.
Oh, okay.
in
That was
hog.
hog. Wow.
I changed from ribs. I've always cooked ribs for 5 years
Yeah.
down here, and we were fortunate. The Memphis City barbecue team was fortunate enough to win 3 world grand champions and 1 world champion. Almost had 4. That
Wow.
title held up for about 18 years.
Yeah.
And then finally, some of they tied it. Big Bob Gibson
Yeah.
tied it, and couldn't be nicer people.
Oh,
Very
100%.
happy for them. So decided to come back and try it again. I decided to get out of the rib
Okay.
and go into the whole hog because the whole hog is kind of fading away just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I wanted to try to help build it up and bring it back because of the expense, the meat value, per pound.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's still what barbecue's all about.
Yeah, it's the toughest category because you're trying to hit the right temperatures on a loin, on a ham, shoulder, ribs. It definitely takes a master like you to nail that.
Exactly where your tenderloins and your loins, and yes, when you have a 20-pound ham and an 18-pound shoulder,
Yeah.
but you've got a 5-6-pound loin to try to all bring together and to make it come out. It's a challenge. And whole hog is what it's all about. That's what barbecue started from.
Okay.
Back years and years ago. It wasn't the items that we are capable of buying now. You couldn't just go buy a side of ribs. You cooked the whole hog. That's
Oh, sure.
what it was all about. And later on, they dissected them into different parts of it.
So here you cook your hog and then you do a blind box. You have to turn in specific parts of the hog?
Yes, what you're required to turn in, and the only thing they want you to turn in, because there's other pieces that we would all rather turn in.
The bacon?
But you're supposed to turn in the shoulders, some of the shoulders,
Okay.
the loins, which is pork chops,
Yeah.
basically the white meat, and the ham, which is
Oh,
the back
right.
leg. So that's the 3 pieces you're supposed to turn in. But
I see.
I mean, whenever you're cooking this whole thing and you have that whole side of bacon across
Glistening.
just melt in your mouth.
Yeah.
Technically, you're not supposed to turn those pieces in.
Okay.
Or the tenderloin. And it's a challenge, to be able to have all these different sections all cooked together at the same time.
Yeah.
That's where the challenge comes in, to be able to have it all moist. Some of it you want to have the temperature, you're looking for 160, 170. Other parts of it you're looking for 185, 190,
Oh,
even 195, depending on who happens to be cooking what they think it ought to be.
so you really have to play with the hog and keep an eye on it
You have
during
to
the
know how,
cooking process.
yes, you really have to know what the hog is all about. But it's been, because of the cost, it's kind of being shoved aside and everything is cut up into pieces.
Yeah.
And that's what you just go buy what you want. You'll buy the ribs, whether they be baby back or spare ribs, or the center cut,
Sure.
St. Louis style.
Well, the nice thing is you mentioned the tenderloin and the bacon. Here, unlike KCBS contest, you actually get to showcase some of those cuts with on-site judges.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
You have 3 judges come to you one at a time. You get 15 minutes with them.
Okay.
That's a pretty short amount of time. You got to get a lot of information
Yeah.
to that judge in a short period of time.
And what are you telling them?
You tell them what you got, what size the hog was, why you believe you cooked it a certain way
Okay.
to be able to get a certain flavor profile. And we all have a different method of why that hog is the real barbecue.
Yeah.
It's the real thing. That's what it is. And part of it is the art of being able to take bulk meat, heavy, thick meat, or ham or shoulder. And it's amazing as you go down through the hog how the structure of that animal is built.
Yeah.
And to the texture of the meat and the flavor of the meat.
So you really want to sell all of that to the judge. And there's a little used car salesman element to it, trying to...
You know, and you got to have a little humor that goes along with it, you know, talk about it. But a lot of it is kind of true. I mean, you know, we're not cannibals.
Yeah.
But sometimes you think, well, when we're talking about, you know, but it's a matter of getting the flavor profile all the way through it and having it moist and all of it being edible.
Now, once you finish those 3 on-site judges, they go back, tally the scores of that blind box in the 3 on-site judges, and then they'll come around in a golf cart, and if they stop at your site, you know,
What a feeling.
you know that you've made the top 3 in your category.
No, they'll tell you what to tell you at that point in time. They're going to come around and tell you that they're the top 3. You're correct. And then you're going to go into another judge. But there's a lot of us that are still happy to be in the top 10.
Oh, sure.
Because they call your name.
Yeah.
Call my name. You know. We'd be happy to be in the top 10.
Yeah, and then the top 3, there's 4 judges. 4 judges that'll all come at once to your site, and you present one more time.
Yes. All scores are wiped out. Fresh judges, not been any. Yes. You got the top 3 hogs, the top 3 shoulders, and the top 3 ribs.
And the same 4 judges judging all 9 of those.
That's correct. Yes.
That's a lot of eating for those judges.
A lot of eating. They're tasting. I mean, you're not trying to sit down and make a meal out of all of it, and you're tasting it. It's surprising. I have final judged several times.
Okay.
And you're not looking for barbecue when you finished doing that, but it's amazing how quick something will stand out to you.
Yeah.
It's either there or it's not.
Okay.
Once in a while you run into a situation, 2 different teams will be really close. You know, and the people need to know what's going on. They need to know, the judges need to know the different cuts of meat, where it comes from.
Sure.
They know something about it. But they've been to school, they've been taught to.
That's a challenge, though, because you're comparing ribs to shoulder to whole hog,
Exactly.
and it's not apples to apples.
No, you're exactly right.
So it's,
You know, in the shoulder category, it's shoulder against shoulder.
yeah,
But in a whole hog, you're doing all of the pieces.
yeah,
You got a variety of them. That's why it's a tough piece of meat.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, good luck today.
Well, thank
I'm
you.
really excited for you. I think it's going to go well,
We're feeling good about it.
and we'll see you at awards, sir.
I hope so.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
20 hours of smoke. I want my boss wasted. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Whoa. I want my boss wasted. Give me some ribs, my brother. Maybe some chips and a drink. We're the Swanos, no food, full service. Who the hell does this guy think he is? Maybe they're just too demanding. They want their beer so cold. They want their beer so cold. Won't you slide on my bacon? This is what it smells like when pigs fry.
So we're here with Tuffy Stone of Cool Smoke, the man, the myth, the legend, Tuffy. 7 years ago, I remember it very well, you showed up for your very first Memphis in May. You were a little further down the river in Dead Man's Land down there. but you ended up finaling that year in shoulder. Walked away with the first prize trophy. You've done ribs since then. You finaled in ribs. You decided to come back to shoulder this year. How come?
Well, yeah, I only did ribs one time, Clint, and every other year I've done shoulders. But so we've only finaled in shoulders that year in 2010, and you were there. I was so blown away, and I don't think I'm ever not blown away. I mean, you've seen my emotion so many times. I mean, getting emotional now. You know, there's so many great teams here, and we've had so much great fortune on the circuit. So whenever another big moment happens, you really, how lucky can you get, you know? And so we had a nice cook today. We had 8 beautiful shoulders, Duroc Smithfield, and they were between 22 and 25 pounds each. And so we trimmed on them Thursday and cleaned them up. And then yesterday, Friday, we got in here and we rubbed and injected them. And then, you know, we had some little weather patterns coming through here, so there was rain here and there. And so Dad and Jesse Hogue, who's one of my pit masters at one of the restaurants, they got in here and lit the fire at 10 o'clock last night and then put the meat on at 11. And they struggled with the pit a little bit because being right on the riverfront here, the water or the wind was making it a little challenging for them to cook. But they muscled through it, and then we got in here in the morning, and 2 of the shoulders got too hot, and that bone popped out, and that was the first 2 that we opened. But we had 8, and so we were going to just use those for blind box meat, and we were able to find 3 pretty ones for the first on-sites. And when I got into it, Clint, it's like, you know, I put on cotton gloves and then latex gloves to kind of get through the meat for the judges. And I could tell by the feel that they all 3 of them felt really good. The marbling on the meat was really good. You know, I like the moisture in there when it rains. Yeah. You know, I'm a spritzer and a sprayer and a water pan guy anyways. But from the touch of the meat, it felt really good. And what I was seeing with, you know, the fat had rendered out and it seemed to have a nice sheen to it, but I couldn't taste what they tasted because, you know, it was the on-sites. And I changed my blind box this year. You know, last year I went to a blind box that was more reminiscent of what I would do in Kansas City Barbecue Society. It's much more composed presentation, and I was afraid. I did that last year and I got hammered on the blind box. I did really well on the on-site. So I toned down my presentation this year, made it a little bit more simple. But I thought the meat was good for that. And then we did the 3 on-sites, and you've been here before. You've been here before with me when I find out that I'm making finals, and so you always know the surprise that I experience. And if ever I was surprised, it was a huge surprise today because, like I was saying, I feel like I'm exhausting my good luck. And so to make finals here at 2017 Memphis MA World Barbecue Championship, it feels a little surreal. I know it's going to feel surreal tomorrow. Chris Lilly made finals, and Red Hot Smokers, I think, made finals, and they're great shoulder teams. So the judges have just left us. They're off to judge whole hog now. Melissa Cookston, she made finals in hog. So
and that's one of the interesting things about Memphis in May compared to when you do KCBS. Your 3 teams in shoulder are going up head-to-head against 3 teams in hog and 3 teams in ribs. And those judges that just left you are judging all 9. So it's
you're right.
That's a tough job for them.
And it's comparative judging. You know, at the end of the day, they want whoever gets the grand champion of the whole event to have been the best out of those 9. And so those judges, and you could see it, they take it serious. It's really important, and they're gonna do the job in making sure that whoever had the best bite of meat, the best taste of meat today, wins the whole thing. So I love it down here. It's you know, I'm a bit modest as far as my crew goes. I mean, usually it's just Dad and myself.
Sure.
And but it's too much work to do with 2 folks. Although we did it for the ribs one year.
Yeah.
But
when you're doing on-site judging, a blind turn-in box, it's a lot.
it's a lot. And so we had really great folks here. We had I think we had Chet and his father, my father, and we had Jesse, and we had you know, there was 6 of us, and France Berger, who I grew up with, and you know, when it came to like that first on-site, we were a little harried, but my thoughts on barbecue, I've been thinking about it for so long.
Yeah.
I know what I want to say, so that helps. And I felt really nice. I felt really happy with the way the meat felt today. And so getting the finals, man, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't believe it. I mean, I know I'm probably babbling. My mind's still blown. You know, 50-some teams making shoulders, and to make finals with the teams that we made finals with, it's unbelievable. Last time I cooked shoulders was a year ago.
Okay.
So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, it's anyways, we're very, very fortunate.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I think your heart and your passion for barbecue and spreading the love of barbecue comes across when these judges are here. So it's not luck or happenstance that you made finals. I mean, you've got beautiful product and you've got a beautiful heart for the art of live fire cooking. And we all appreciate it. Thank you, Tuffy. We'll see you at the award stage.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much.
Fingers crossed. So we're here with the legendary Chris Lilly of Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue. Chris, 17 years ago here at Memphis in May, you guys won your first grand championship. Since then, you've won a record 4 championships. And today, the 40th anniversary of Memphis in May, you finaled again in shoulder. How's that feel? Does it get any better, less sweet?
My first
after all
thought was
those years?
17 years. My goodness, I didn't realize it was that long. Makes me feel old, I guess. It never gets old making finals at Memphis in May, without a doubt. The pure excitement of 260 or 270 teams getting cut down into 3 shoulders, 3 hocks, 3 ribs. It's an unbelievable feeling. I get a bigger rush from when they drive by and announce that you won finals or got in
That you
finals,
made finals.
than in front of the big stage when they call your name.
Really?
Yeah, it's just that jump is hard to do. It's hard to make that cut. Once you make that cut, you know you're in the game, and you know you leave it to your choices in meat and your barbecue skills and all the team members around you to do it up and do it upright.
Yeah, and you mentioned the team members around you, and that's something that I find really special about your team. It's family, I mean, in the truest sense of the word. And last night you had the boys out here for the first time ever manning the pit. That's got to be special, handing off the torch.
It was special, without a doubt. You know, my boys are 5th generation barbecuers.
Oh wow!
You know, you go back from 1925 when Big Bob Gibson, started. My boys, Big Bob Gibson, they're great grandfather.
Okay.
So, it's been passed down all these years, and I'm very proud of them. They're in the restaurant business with me now at Big Bob's back in Decatur, but they're also learning the ropes, not only in the pit room at the restaurant, but out here on the competition circuit.
Oh wow! So it's
For them to have their first all-minor together and double teaming the shoulders to make sure nothing happened overnight, was pretty special.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel good that I trust them that they can handle it.
Oh, 100%. You can get a little rest finally after 17 years.
That's right. So next year I might be the one on the sidelines, and they might be the one doing the Memphis and May.
Yeah, eventually
for the final judges.
Get a little Myron Michael action going on.
There you go.
Well, congratulations. Now all that's left is the awards. It's pretty exciting. I'm proud of you. Proud to call you a friend, and we're going to be there cheering you on in a couple of hours.
Thank you very much, Clint. I appreciate it.
All right.
Our teams, our judges, everybody coming together to make this happen and to make this the best pork barbecue competition in the world. And you are here for the 40th anniversary. Are you ready to find out who won this thing? Are you sure you're ready to find out who won this thing? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the patio porker division, Bad Pig Barbecue.
Come on, Shannon.
Second place, ladies and gentlemen, in the whole hog division. Congrats. Second place goes to Max Smoke Shop. The winner in the whole hog category is Yazoo's Delta Q. Come on up here, Max. Let's hear it for Max Smoke Shop, ladies and gentlemen. You come into this park and you cook the second best hog. You cook the top 10 hogs. That is an accomplishment. Congratulations, you guys. Good job. Great work. There we go. One more time. Max Smoke Shop, ladies and gentlemen. Now, welcome to the stage. The winner in the whole hog category, Pete and Melissa Cookson, her daughter Lauren, the rest of the team, and Yazoo's Delta Q. I got to tell you guys something. Do you mind if I tell the story of being in your restaurant about a month or two ago? Melissa, my wife and I went to Melissa's Steak for dinner. And Melissa came over and said, you know what? I bred my own hog for the Memphis and May competition. She crossbred 2 hogs. She put it on a special diet. And she said, I'm going to see what we do in Memphis in May. And ladies and gentlemen, today, she takes first place in the whole hog division. Congrats.
Thank you, Cattlemen's. Thank you, Kingsford. Thank you, Smithfield, for providing the best pork on the planet that we can buy. I don't know where I'd be without Smithfield. And thank you, Ben and Jesse, for believing in my crazy idea of breeding hogs. Because without them, I wouldn't be standing up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yazoo's Delta Q. If I was a pig and I died, I would want him to cook me. Ladies and gentlemen, third place in the shoulder division goes to Cool Smoke and Tuffy Stone. Here, fellas, don't be bad.
Meet again, my friend. Congratulations so much. Appreciate you. Congratulations. Congratulations, George. Good job. Good job.
Second place in the shoulder division goes to Red Hot Smokers. And next, ladies and gentlemen, in first place, they came up here all the way from Alabama. They do it each and every year. And today, they take first place in the shoulder division. You know who I'm talking about. It's Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue!
Good job, Chris.
I'd first like to thank Memphis in May. What a wonderful contest. Thank you, Cattlemen's, who have supported the contest for so long. Thank you, Kings, for charcoal. Give me a shout out over here. I'd also like to thank Smithfield and Yeti. And again, for my whole team, the best nightmen in the business, Jacob and Andrew Lilly, my two boys.
And now we move on to our top three teams in the rib division. Third place goes to Emily's Tennessee Pride. Ask you guys a question. I see the St. Jude banner. I see the $100,000 goal. Tell me what this is.
My daughter was a patient at St. Jude 10 years ago. We moved down here to be a part of St. Jude, and every year we've come back for the last 11 years. I want you to know that everything we raise tonight will go to St. Jude, and so far this trip, we've raised over $100,000. Thank you, Cattlemen.
And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Emily's Tennessee Pride, ladies and gentlemen. Now we move on to second place in the rib division. It goes to 901Q. Come on up here, 901Q. And now, it's time for first place in the rib division. I want them to take 10 steps to the top of the stage. It's 10 Bones Barbecue!
I'll get a shout out to Daniel, our ambassador, Guy Pig. They did all the body shots. We did all weekend. Four's not out? Good. Lulu, love you.
10 Bones Barbecue thing left to find out who will be the grand champion of this, the 40th year of the World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest. Right here, the biggest event in Memphis in May, and the biggest event in Tom Lee Park, and the biggest pork barbecue competition in the world. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Here we go. I want to have all the first place winners back on the stage. Whole hog, shoulder, 10 bones. Don't go anywhere. Yazoo's Delta Q. Come on up here. Big Bob Gibson. Come on up here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have on this stage the 3 greatest competitors at this competition this weekend. Is it going to be Big Bob? Is it going to be Yazoo? Is it going to be 10 Bones? Unfortunately, y'all don't get to decide. The judges do just that. And to help award the trophy, the check, and to present the title of Grand Champion for this, the 40th anniversary of the Memphis in May World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest 2017, the greatest barbecue competition in the world. I want to welcome to the stage Bobby Gillis, our 2017 chair of the Memphis in May Board of Directors, and Vicky Buck, our 2017 chair of World Barbecue Cooking Competition. And now, with the check from Cattleman's, and with all the love in the park, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who will be the grand champion. Will it be ribs? Will it be a whole hog? Or will it be a pork shoulder? What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, the world champion of this, the 40th World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest goes to Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue. Let's hear it one more time for 10 Bones, Yazoo's Delta Q, and Big Bob Gibson's, the 40th Grand Champion of the Memphis in May World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest.
Oh man, it paid off letting the boys stay at that pit overnight.
That's what I had to take. The 2 boys that stayed overnight watching the meet all night. I just showed up at 5:30. They did it all.
raising them right.
Congratulations again.